Hello everyone, Zelrant here, and today I thought we'd take a look at the shop as they have kind of changed it a little bit more than we have seen with the last patches. And so the shop for the 3-week patch resets always resets the timed packages, and they always seem to have a little bit of shift what's available in there. And this time it seems to have a significant difference, at least on certain packages. So I thought I'd kind of go over what I find to be the most valuable of them versus the ones that are not. And one thing you may also notice is the background music within my game has changed. From what I was told on stream yesterday, I don't know if this is something that's completely new at this patch or if it's been in here. But for those that want to know, you can change that by going to your themes. And up here in the top right, you have all your different themes. And you can kind of go through the CDs here by scrolling up and down to kind of get access to all the different variations of it. Apparently, there's some Girls Frontline 1 background musics in here as well. I have not gone through all of them, so I do not know. But that's a way that you can change your background music as you're going through the menus here. Now, when we get into the shop here, I mean, we already have with the new skins, we have cheetahs here. Big thing on this one is it is on discount right now, but I believe it's going to work like the other ones where it's on discount right now, but if you don't get it, you can always get it in the future once the discount, you just won't have the discount available. So don't feel any pressure to get that one right off the bat. But it also has a Sabrina one. This is the one I've gotten here. Nice pickup one on that one, if you got that. But the big thing that changes every single patch is going to be these time limited ones, and then you have the staged one that resets alongside it. So these are the two big ones that I want to kind of take a look at here. Now, one of my big ones that has been here every single time, and probably the one I would consider one of the best ones, is going to be these target accessed gift crates. Now, the value is not exactly in the pulls themselves, but the pulls are decent, as it is a little bit more than $1 per pull, which is generally that baseline of knowing if it's a really good value compared to everything else versus not. Because so you're only getting 42 for $50. Now, if you're doing it, you get the if you're doing it online, you're getting that 5% discount, so it's actually a little bit lower than this. But with this, it's not too big of a deal on the polls. The big thing is everything else you get with it. Yes, it's nice to get the energy, gold, and XP, but the big thing is these crates right here, which gives you 6 of these cores. And these cores are one of the another very limited resource, especially if you're free to play, where, I mean, you can get like 6 in an event, you get 1 weekly on the boss battles. But in order to completely max out all the fixed keys on a doll so that you can unlock their common key, it's going to take 18 of them on the elite dolls. And so without buying these packages, you're not going to be able to max everyone out. So if you're going to be one of those people that spends regularly, like maybe spends $50 every 3 weeks, every patch or so, this is going to be one of the better packs to get, even though I would not say it has the best value on pulls, simply because you're going to want to get these cores. And these have been in here every single time. It's always been 2 of the $50 ones and 1 of the $26 ones. These are literally the first ones. Well, I won't say the first ones I buy, but I have made sure to get these every single time on the patch. I haven't bought them yet. I tend to kind of spread out my spending on it just so I can plan it through my budget. I don't like to do everything all at once and see a giant $400 bill in 1 week. But I will end up buying these at some point. But another big one that I believe this one's been here every time as well is this 3-day benefit supply box. It's one of the more affordable and best packs in here at $5. But if you look at it after purchase, you get 3 consecutive days of open immediately. You get basically 2 pulls of collapse pieces. And then every day for 3 days, you will receive targeted permission. So right there gets you the $5 or $1 per pull value, which is what I consider the good value in these games. So you're getting that with pulls, but then you're also getting the access keys as well, so a little bit of extra energy. So this one is always a nice one to buy. It's the cheap one. Usually most games that have these kind of systems have that cheap, really good value one, which that is that one. That's like one of the first ones I would buy. And this is if you already are buying the monthly subscription here, you're buying this as well as the battle pass. I'm not taking that into consideration. I'm assuming if you're looking at these that you already have the battle pass and the monthly subscription, because those are the best value of all the spending you can do in the game. So this is going above and beyond on that. We have that, but they have these new ones, and these are the ones that people are looking at that are they're a little bit tricky on the value in them, and you can get them daily. But the big thing is, and these are whale territory, and that's because if you can see, it's like a deal. I would say a deal for your whales, because they can get these daily, but it's $3, and you're getting just under 2 pulls worth of currency. And so if you're getting that, you're getting it for basically what, at $2. So is that like a $1.50 per pull? Not very good at all. At $1.50 a pull, it's cheaper to do that than, say, go on here without the top-ups, because this is over $2 without the top-ups. So it's better than that, but it's not better than anything else. So this seasonal bargain gift box is bad. Same thing with this one. It's $2, but you're barely getting more than 1 pull. The gold's nothing special. You can grind that. And then you have a little bit of a gamba here for getting 25 to 60. But even if you get the 60 here, with the 60, you're not even getting up to that 2 pulls. And so it's not even worth it at $1 a pull. It's still cheaper to get the top-ups. So that one's not worth it. This recruitment gift box, though, this one is worth it. This one's got $3, but you're getting 3 pulls plus an additional pull and 30 here. So this is an easy pickup one as well. And actually looking at it, the value on this recruitment gift box is better than the 3-day benefit on the pull value. This one gives you at least a lot of energy if you care about that. And then this one, the seasonal gift box, 100 of these, so not even a single pull for $1, and then a chance at 35. So you still won't get a single entire pull out of this one. Not really a good value there on that one either. And so it is basically, it's mostly the same ones that are the same value. So the first ones are going to be these, the 3-day, and the recruitment gift box. This is the other recruitment gift box. Very similar to the other one where you're getting just under, I believe, or just above $1 a pull. This is like kind of one of the last ones I'd get in that kind of aspect. But then you also have the stage packages, and this is the this one is also the really good one in terms of that $1 a pull. $5, you get 5 pulls. $10, you get 10 pulls, plus a little bit of extra pulls here. And then the last one, $15 for 15 pulls, plus 15 of those for the Affinity system, which those are really good as well to start stockpiling. And so these ones, I would buy all of these as well over buying any of these ones right here. So that's kind of a quick look at it. Really, nothing's changed. I know that they've kind of shifted things around. The one that I saw that a lot of people liked that's missing is the one that was, I believe, $15, and it gave you 10 limited pulls and 10 standard pulls. It makes sense that, of course, they're going to get rid of that one once the standard rate-up came, because now that one was, like, the biggest value of all of them, because you got 20 pulls for $15. But it could come back at some point. But yeah, in terms of the biggest value, I think it is the targeted. So when you're coming in to spend on these, if you're willing to spend up to $26 or $50, I'd get one of these first, just because those cores are so valuable. I'm willing to trade the little bit of pull currency that you're getting out of the other ones for getting a little bit of extra of those common cores. But then after these, you basically have the 3-day box, which is good. The recruitment one here, and then after that, I would then get all of these, depending on how much spending you're willing to do, because it adds up quickly. If you're wanting to be like a dolphin type spender, yeah, I mean, this is going to take you to $100, $126, $130. We'll just say $135 there, and then you go up to what? $30 there, so almost $200 if you buy out like the best values. So if you're willing to spend $200 a month, there's where you would spend it on it. When it comes to the standard packages, I don't think anything's changed in here. None of these are worth it at all. These are getting into that whale territory. A lot of these are no different than these seasonal bargain gifts. Now, there is another one that I tend to buy, but I would not really do it unless you're really liking this game, which is going to be the Affinity gifts. And the reason is the only value in these is maxing out the affinity of all the dolls. Now, they give us 4 this week because they just gave us the ability to Covenant Dush and... not Dush, Macchiato and Diane. So we have theirs alongside Suomi's and Dush's. And one big thing you can do if you're really willing to spend the money with these is eventually, and this has kind of been my plan for everybody that's kind of seen my team here, is... what's the easiest way to see all of them? Maybe it's just easier to go in the dormitory. So I'm working on maxing everybody out. And so I have been buying those Affinity packs. The big thing what'll be really good is when you do eventually max all of them out, is you shouldn't even need to spend any more on Affinity once they're all maxed out, because the amount of currency you get from the event, as well as the weeklies, like on the boss battle and all that, should be enough to just max out every new character as they come out. So you should, if you actually do spend to buy those packs, eventually you'll have maxed everything out to the point that you wouldn't even have to spend anymore. Which actually begs the question, I think as a free-to-play, you may be able to pull that off in the long run as well without spending. It's just going to take a lot longer, because I feel like we do get more than enough to max out a single character every patch. It's just not that much more. And so these are kind of an up to you. I don't think they're necessary for anybody that's a lower spender. This is getting into that high spending, because you're not getting any pulls out of this. This is just to get that affinity up, which gives you that benefit of the extra stats, of course, where as you level your dispatch level, you get the extra stats. But it's not dramatic enough to worry too much about it. Oh, and I missed this one. This one's been on everyone as well. The Girls Supply Box. These ones, I felt I bought these ones in the beginning, just because the nice thing is I liked getting a little bit of the coins, even though you're getting the crappy value. But the nice thing with the coins is if you're buying outfits, the coins are discounted from the price here, in terms of you can get 1580 for cheaper than 20 bucks if you buy it from here. So if you are someone that does get the gifts or get like skins, the ones that give you coins in this, even though they're bad for pull value, they're okay for skin value if you're someone that buys the skins. Plus, you get all this extra stuff, but I would never buy these packs for the XP and all that. None of this is worth it at all. You're literally buying it just to have those as a bonus, plus getting the coins that you can use towards buying the skin rather than buying the top-ups. Because the top-ups themselves give you way more than buying it from the shop there. So that, to me, that's the only reason you'd ever want to buy those. But yeah, that is just a quick look at everything here. One big thing is it's got a little bit for everybody. And it's one thing I've mentioned within my streams as well as other videos, is whether you're a free-to-play, whether you're a light spender, a medium spender, a heavy spender, I feel like the shop is in good shape for just about every single person at every spending level in this game. So don't feel like you have to spend more than you can afford with this game like any other gachas. Just buy the cheaper ones. If you're willing to throw $5 in every patch, get that $5 one. It's great value on it, and it'll go a long ways alongside the monthly and the battle pass. If you're willing to spend a little bit more, those targeted ones just make it a little bit easier to max out your characters. But so don't feel pressured on any specific one of them. But yeah, that is pretty much it. If you like my content, if you could like, comment, and subscribe, it really helps. And thanks for watching.